Hey everyone, this is Sir Thecos and welcome to tonight's live stream, or for you maybe during the day. Here it is 7 p.m. as usual. I hope you're all well, and as usual I hope that that sound and video is all fine, that you can hear and also see me and of course the game. So I see Didi is already in chat. Hey, what's up? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, here it's like way too hot, so I hope that I will actually survive this stream. It's like really bad streaming in summer. And Didi's saying you hear me loud and clear. That is very, very good. All right, very cool. So I hope you're all doing well. Today we'll be playing one of my most favorite games ever. If you're a long time viewer of the channel, you might know, and that is the Artemis Project by Grand Gamers Guild. One of my absolute favorite games of all time. And I've been meaning to play this on the channel for a long time. Wanted to record just a regular video. Let me just put the box back here. But I thought, you know what, let's do a live stream. There also is a really good expansion that came out, I think, last year. Satellites and Commanders. I will play without that one today, just to show you the base game first. But it's a very good expansion. I might actually play the game again on my channel with the expansion to show you like what is added there. But I just want to give you like a feel of how the game plays without the expansion, which is totally enough, right? It's very good without the expansion, and it's also very good with the expansion. So, yeah. Didi saying Thecos stream is too hot. You heard it first here. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's if the stream is actually the reason for that. I doubt that. So, what are we doing in the Artemis Project? Well, actually, we have a bit of story here. Here. Europa, the frozen moon of Jupiter. It took decades to bioform this ball of ice into a place that can just barely support human life. But the effort was worth it to get to the great living oceans below. With the threshold energy shield holding in the warming atmosphere and the doorstep, spaceport fully active, teams of stabilizers descend to compete for leadership of this hostile moon. The submerged cavern we call the Pocket conceals all the raw materials you'll need to succeed. The hidden oceans are warmed by thermal vents and teem with alien sea life beyond our wildest dreams. Build your colony under the ice, explore the surface and the seas beneath, and prove that you have what it takes to build this new home for humankind. The Artemis Project begins. Yeah, and we lead a team of stabilizers here, and we are attempting to build like the most successful colony before the game ends. This game has a really, really cool dice placement and dice, I don't know how you would call that, displacement mechanism, maybe? Because you can play dice on specific tracks here to get specific resources, but if other players place their dice, they can actually also like push you off the track more and more, that you get like less resources. It's a very interactive game in that sense, and that's what I like love most about the game. There also is a solo mode that we will play today. We will take a look at that today. This also works quite well, actually. I like the solo mode, the implementation here quite well. We will have two drones. These are like two AI players that also place their dice before me, like 4 before me and 4 after I have placed my dice. So I still need to like pay attention to what I do exactly here. All right, so grab yourself a cup of tea, and then I will show you how this works. Oh man, it's really way too hot. I'm already drinking like cold tea, just because drinking hot tea is even worse. So, yeah. Didi saying that mechanism of pushing feels a little like apiary, but inverted. Yeah, apiary actually is very high on my list. I'm gonna get that quite soon as well, I think, because I'm really interested in... first of all, the theme is really crazy, but also the game seems to be like quite good. All right, so what do we see here? Well, here we have like the little spaceport we were hearing about in our little story, and there are specific things we can do here. We can like mine for resources, we can build buildings later on, and also we can like hire new people in our colony. At the moment we have only one person here, right? One settler only, and we will get more as the game progresses, like one colonist here. Then up here we see the buildings that we can build during the game. In here we have like all the different colonists that we can recruit for our cause. Here we have our event cards, one for each round. There are 6 of them, so we will play 6 rounds of the game. Here we have our training facility. We can train more people here. Here we will go for expeditions, and here we have the dice for the drones, for the 2 AIs. We also have like our board here. Usually you would put the board below the game board and then have the buildings here. I would do it a little bit differently this time. I don't quite know yet how I would do it, but I will probably just build my buildings over there. I just wanted you to have like a very, like the best view you could have of this game. All right, well, I mean, we can already get started with just explaining the game, I suppose. So first we always have like the upkeep phase, or the refreshing the game board. We will do that at the very beginning for the first turn, and then for each subsequent turn after that. So first of all, let's just prepare the first round. So let me just put our expedition here. That's the expedition we can go on. And this is actually an interesting one, because this one lets us upgrade settlers if we win that expedition. I will get to that in just a moment. Then we continue here. Here we can put our energy cubes, the ones that we can harvest, that we can mine. And we always put as many there as there are noted here on the card. That's 5 plus 2, right? So that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the same thing here for the building materials. So that is 5 plus 2 as well. So let me just put those here. We already started with a few resources, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we will always put here 1 building per person. We are simulating a 2-player game here, right? So we build everything as if it were a 2-player game. That means we will put out 2 buildings. The first 3 rounds we will put the underwater buildings here. These are mainly buildings that let us like get resources or have like specific abilities during the game that we can activate at the end of each round if the buildings are filled with enough settlers. In rounds 4 to 6 we have different buildings here. These are above ground, and these give us victory points at the end. All right, and then also here we put new colonists. We will put 1 colonist per player, which is 2 in a 2-player game, plus 2 more colonists. So we will have 4 new ones added each round. There we go. And you see we have like different colonists here. There we go. So there are actually specific names for all these different colonists. We have here the blue ones are engineers, right? And the brown ones are the regular ones. These are the pioneers. Then we also have the Marines, which are the red ones, and then we have the Stewards, which are the purple ones here. All right, and then last but not least, we turn over an event card right here, and then we have this little marker here. With this marker, we will mark that letter that is marked here. You probably will not really see it on screen. It's like this little building you put around the board, but you can kind of see like what it circles here. So we just know when we get to that later on that we have to like do the event over there then. Okay, so Marv has already joined the stream. Hey, welcome. You say traffic was crazy. Well, I hope you're home safe and sound, and we haven't started the game yet. I'm just setting up the first round, and then we will start playing. Well, actually now, because setup is done. It says here, peek at the next expedition card, subtract the indicated energy and minerals from the events or quarry respectively. So that means whenever we get to B, we will then just subtract the indicated energy minerals from that. Then let's go to that when we go there. All right. So what do? Well, we will first take the first. We will take this special die that we put aside, and then we will also take the 4 first dice for the first drone. And what we will do then is, you see that you have numbers around the board, right? So oops, that wasn't very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? And we will start at 6 here, and then this drone will put their dice in ascending order, starting at 6 and then going clockwise, right? So we will put the 2 right here. This one is off limits in a 2-player game or in a solo game, and then put 1 die here, should be just on screen, and 1 die there and 1 die here. I will tell you in just a moment what all of that means. Now it will be our turn. Now we take our 5 dice, we roll them. Then we put them back here in our double layered board so they don't like fall all over the table like this. And now we can place our dice like wherever we want to. I will talk about the different stations in just a moment. And Ryan Hall has already also joined the stream. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Also, we were just starting the game, so you haven't missed a whole lot. All right, so and now there are six areas where we can actually put dice. Here we have the expeditions. I can put a die at the with the expeditions. I will put it at the top. And when we resolve everything later on, when all dice are placed, then we will check, do we have we reached that number here in the top right of the expedition, like all the dice of all the players and drones in the solo mode together. If we have, then we check who is the one with the most pips, so to speak, right? Because we can put several dice here if we wanted to, and then who is the player with the second most. In a multiplayer game, usually the first player could choose like a reward, the second player would then go after that. In a solo game, it's like that. We just need to be one of the two players, so to speak, with the highest number of pips, right? So right now we would be first. Even if we had a 4, that would be fine. Then we would be second. Then we can just choose one of these 2 rewards here. Also, we always get an expedition badge. These are worth victory points at the end of the game as well. All right, so that's one thing we can do. Then we can go over here. Here we can get energy. Energy is important for getting new pioneers, new settlers. And also it is important for to heat our people in case they're in the shelters here and not in a building. That's what we need these for, and also for some other events that can happen. If I put a die here, and we have this dice displacement mechanism, right? So if I put a higher die here, I will put it just right, like in ascending order behind the die where it fits, right? But if I put a lower one here, then I can push that die to the right because it needs to be in ascending order, right? That means when it comes around to distributing energy, I will be the first one to get energy, right? So putting a lower die there lets you go grab energy first because that person will have less than. But if we go here with a higher number, then we risk, of course, not getting anything, but we will get more, right? This is now a bad example because these are very high numbers, right? But there could also be just a 2 or something, right? So that's one thing to consider. Same thing here for the minerals, right? Exactly the same mechanism. Minerals are used for buying buildings. And that's also the next place where we can put a die. If I put a die right here and I have the die with the highest pips on here, then I win this building, but I have to pay as many minerals as as many pips as I have here, right? So right now it would cost me 5 minerals. I only have 3. So if I wanted to have that for 5, I would have to get some minerals this round. And we resolve everything in order here, right? Number 5 here, I can put dice here to get new settlers. And these either then, if I get them, go into my shelters or into buildings if I have any. I don't have any yet, right? And I haven't really thought about where I will put these buildings today, but we will find a spot for those. All right, and here you see, like, if we put like 1 or 2 pips here, 3, 4, or 5, 6, we can get 1 to 2, or 1 to 3 settlers, but each one of them costs 2 energy to get. At the moment we have 3, we always start with 3. And the last thing we can do, we could theoretically do, not this round because this spot is already taken. That's the academy here. In the academy, we can train our people, right? So I could, let's say there wasn't anything yet. I could put a die here, and then I could put any of my people there as well. And when it comes around to resolving that, then I would see like, okay, which pip have I put there? With a 5, I could turn that person into a marine, right? So I would just remove that one and just take one of these red ones here instead, right? So we can train them, like change their profession, so to speak. That is pretty much all that we can do, right? So let's talk strategy. What do we want to do? This one here is only interesting because if I actually get people, because we need to train them, right? Let's take a look at the buildings. I think that's always like a good indicator. Is there anything interesting here? So we have this building over here. This one we can activate each round and we will get 1 mineral each round then, if the building is filled. If we have blue people here, the engineers, the blue ones, then we can even get more minerals, right? 1 per blue meeple, like per engineer. That means we could get up to 3 minerals each round. That's not too bad. This one here is quite cool. This one lets us exchange energy and minerals. But now you see, we will not be able to like put people here this round, because if we actually buy a building and we have it then here, then we need to like populate it. And we only get the effect when it's like fully populated. And see here, we have one square that is empty, so we can put anyone there. But here we need to have like a purple meeple, which is like the steward, right? And you see this round, we have no way of getting a steward because there's none here at the doorstep, how it's called, and also none at the academy. Like we can't put anything at the academy, right? So this one we will not be able to fill this round. So that's kind of like the thought process here. We have to like kind of think, okay, what can we do best this round? So it's actually kind of hard because none of that is very good. But I think the Crystal Foundry could sell us up for just getting more minerals later on, to get just more buildings later on. So I think that wouldn't be too bad to have. For that I need two people, at least maybe another blue one. That means here I would have to go first, right? Because if the drones go first, then they will take the blue one, right? They will always take like the colored ones first. They will always go for the stewards first, then the marines, then the engineers, and at the end they will go for the pioneers here. So I think I want this one. So I could put a 3 there, but as soon as somebody puts a 1 there, I have a problem. But I can also like maybe upgrade them later on. So let me put a 3 over here. Then I will, I also want one of these. Let me put a 3 in here. So I will just push the die there. So I will go first. If no other drone puts dice there, and then I will get 3 minerals. So I would have 6 minerals, so I could actually go all in and put a 6 on here, just to make sure that I get this. But I don't think I really need to do that. I think 5 would be enough, because the other building is still free, and the other drone would first occupy the other building instead of trying to outbid me, right? So that is fine. And then I will put a 6 over here. Well, yeah, because then I could upgrade that one maybe to a blue one. I think with that I'm quite safe. Also, I would like some energy here, to be honest. We need some energy, for sure. So what I could also do is do it like this, just so that I hopefully go first. So what I've done now, I have now ensured that we win this expedition, right? We need 9 altogether. We have 11, and I'm at the top. So I will be able to like choose my reward later on. That's good, like one of these two. Here I will get 3 energy. Here we get 3 minerals. I will get this building for 5 minerals, which I will have then. Here I can get 1 to 3 new people, and that's it. But we are not done yet, because we still have player number 3, and that is the second drone. So now the second drone will go. Oops. We will roll all of these dice, including the orange die here, right? And we will start at 3, which is here. And now this drone will do it a little bit differently. It will also place dice in descending order, but not clockwise. This time counterclockwise. So we'll go here. We will push the 2 of us to the right. Then it will go here, push the 2 of us to the right. Then put another one right there. And skip the academy because there's no room. And go over here. Luckily, I have set up for that, for that instance. And you see now, maybe you already start to see like how this game works, right? Because you can like put your dice in like the right spots, but you really need to think about like which pip you put there, because you will be pushed off, right? If you're not careful. So that is pretty interesting. Reinhold is asking, so this bidding mechanism is sort of like the way Furnace works. Well, Furnace is a little bit different, because in Furnace you can also bid on cards that already have like a highest bidder, right? And if you bid below them, you just get like another reward, right? Here you just get less of the reward, usually, right? It's a little bit different, but yeah, maybe you could kind of compare it a little bit. Maybe the better comparison would be Apiary, if that was Didi is saying is right. I haven't played Apiary yet, but could be, yeah. But I get where you're coming from. It's like it kind of could be, could resemble that. All right, all dice have been placed. So what we do now is we resolve everything. We start at 1 and we go all the way over to 6. There's like this little rover that you can now use to track like where you are, but I'm just playing solo. The turn goes pretty quickly, so I just do it without that, right? But I have like this little rover miniature in like this nice Galileo version of the game here. So we first look at the expedition. So now we check out who are the players. I will call the other AIs players as well, just to make it a little bit easier. Who are the 2 players with the most pips? That is me and drone number 1. That means I am one of the top 2 players, so I can choose one of these 2 rewards to upgrade someone, right? Just for free, just like that. So I will upgrade, of course, this regular guy, right? Just put him out of the game, and we'll take an engineer for that, because I need that for that building over here. Also, because because I get a reward, I get one of these expedition badges here. I will put that right here in my tableau, and these get grant points at the end of the game. But it's not that easy, because if you have 0 or 1 expedition badge, like I have now, I get a negative 3 points. With 2 to 4, I get 0 points. I will only get like positive points if I have like 5 expedition badges at least, which is not easy to get. So that was that. The AIs will not get anything here, the drones, right? They will just like mess up my plans. So these will be returned. Also, my die will be returned for next round. This one is done, right? We can just discard that. That's fine. Now we go here to the 2, but we have our event B. So now we need to peek at the next expedition card. And we see here we need to subtract these resources from 2 and 3. So we need to subtract 2 energy here. These go back to the supply. And we need to subtract 2 minerals. So these are less resources that we can get. I hope that's not bad for me, but I think I'm fine. Yeah, I think I'm just fine. Now we'll resolve that. First drone will get 2 energy. The drones don't collect anything, right? So these just go back to the supply. The drone gets their dice back. Now it's me. There are 3 left. I get 3, right? Because of my pips. But let's say there was only 1 left. I would only get that 1. And the next player would get nothing. And that's like the idea of this game, right? You just push each other like around on that track. Lower pips mean you get something for sure. Or like you have a higher chance of getting something. But higher pips mean you get more if you get something, right? So that's the idea. But I will get these 3 energy cubes. That is great. And the last drone, well, they don't get anything anyway. Here, same thing. And that drone will just take 1 of those, put them back to the supply, and I will get 3. And that drone would get rid of the rest here. But let's say that would have been a player. You see, like this player thought like, oh, I'm going to put a 6 here to get a lot of stuff. But other players were before that players, and now only 1 is left. Right? So with a 2, the player would have gotten more. That's like the interesting thing about the game and why it's so brilliant. All right. By the way, I've never told you like how these are called, right? This is the base camp where we go to expeditions. These are the events where we get like the energy cubes. Here we have the quarry where we get the minerals, and now we are at the gantry where we can like build buildings. This building hasn't been bid on, so this just stays there for the next round. Others just get added to that, and I will get this one here if I want to. I have to pay 5 minerals. Oops. If I want to get this building, but I can also say, I don't want it. I don't want it anymore, but I do want it. So I'm going to pay these 5 right here. I'm going to get my die back and I will get this building. Now I don't have a lot of room to build buildings, right? But I think I will just place them here for now. I hope you can see them kind of in the camera. I think that's fine. And when I get a building, I can immediately put one of my persons on the building, right? Every time I get a building, I can do that. And every time I get new people, I can put them in the buildings. That's very important because at the end of the round, I can only move 1 person. And all persons that are still in the shelter need to be kept warm because this is like the ice moon here of Jupiter, right? That means that costs like 1 energy per person in these shelters. We don't want that, right? We definitely don't want that. So that was the gantry. And now we go over to the doorstep where the pioneers, the colonists are. The first drone has a 3. That means up to 2 pioneers they will take away. That means they will just take the blue one, which I wanted to have, and also that one. They will just be removed. And now it's my turn. I can take up to 3. Each one of them would cost me 1 energy. I will only get 1. The reason is pretty simple. I just want 1. In order to populate my building, right? Because that's going to give me now minerals at the end of each round. If I take a second one, I would have to put it in my shelter because I don't have any other buildings, right? And that means I would have to pay 1 heat for that, and that one isn't doing any good, right? So I will only get 1 for now. I will get my die back. And now you see I have all my dice back. And here, this will just be removed. This is the academy where we can train our people, but the AI doesn't get anything. And that is how you play 1 complete round. At least that's regarding the gameplay. Now we still have the upkeep phase, right? In the upkeep phase, we do different things. First of all, we can now do that colonist move or swap, as I said, right? So for example, let's say I would have another blue one here. I could now swap these 2 here if I wanted to, right? Just so that I have more blue ones in here. But I don't want to move anything. I don't want to swap anything. That's fine. And then we can now activate all our fully staffed ocean buildings, right? The one at the below the surface. So let me just put that down a little bit. So this one would give me now one mineral plus 1 mineral for each engineer in here. So I get 2 minerals. But only because it's fully staffed. Had I done it like this, I wouldn't have gotten anything. Then we would pay energy for each colonist in our shelter. We don't have any. That is great. And then now we refresh the entire game board. Now that we do everything we did at the beginning. We put out a new expedition for next round. Welcome home. So here we get 2 energy and 2 minerals, or we get 2 of these toolkits. I need to talk about those in just a moment. And we can also get a colonist. And that is okay, that is just a basic one. So nothing too special. Then we continue here. We put 4 of these energy cubes here. Only 4, that's not a whole lot. And only 4 minerals. Oh, that really is not a lot. Not a lot of resources this round. And then we also get 2 new buildings here. So let's see, the surface conduit. We can get a pioneer each round. That is pretty nice. And here we can convert 2 energy into 1 victory point. Oh, that one is really good. I'd love to have that. I would love to have that. And here now we add 4 new people. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one. There we go. All right, so 2 Marines, 2 stewards, and just 1 regular pioneer. Okay. And then we turn over a new event card. Oh, the alien relic. Oh, that is exciting that I just drew that because, as I said, I'm not playing with the Satellites and Commanders expansion, but I'm playing with the mini expansion, the alien relic mini expansion. And that is this die over here. That is pretty interesting. So the player, right here at C, the player who collects the most minerals from the quarry this round gains the alien relic die. That's pretty interesting. I will explain that a little bit later if I get it. I don't know if I will get the most minerals this time. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it. So now we start again. First, the first drone. And we play 6 rounds of that, right? And then we just tally up our points. So 2 here. Of course, the academy is blocked again. A 4 here and a 5 here. Okay. So now I roll my dice. And then let's see how that goes. All right. One thing I haven't explained yet is the outfitter right here. You see there is also dice placement options here. That's the outfitter. If I put a 1, 2, or 3 here, I can get 1 victory point. If I put a 4, 5, or 6 here, I can get 2 toolkits. I already have 1. I can spend these neat toolkits to adjust my die value by 1. I can also spend a lot of toolkits on 1 die if I wanted to, but I can't go higher than a 6 and I can't go lower than a 1. And also these don't wrap around, right? But these can help a lot. Also these give points at the end of the game. 3 of those I think give 1 victory point. Also leftover energy and minerals also give victory points at the end of the game. All right, cool. So, what do we do this round? The sensor station would be great to have, so I could amass some victory points now. That wouldn't be too bad. All the synthetics complex isn't too bad either. We can just freely exchange up to 3 resources. This is all not too bad. But if I wanted to have any of these, I would need one of these stewards for sure. Right? And also I need 3 people or 2 people depending on what I want to get. But the sensor station is really nice to have, I think. So I would have to bet on that. And there are 3 here, so I think we should be totally fine. I can like bet on that with like a really low number. Yeah, I think I can do that. So let me put a 2 right there. With a 2, they will just get 1. That is fine. So if I put a 3 here, I could get 2. It's only 2, but maybe we can get also 1 here. So I think we can work around that a little bit. Let's see. Also, I would need some of the energy here. Ooh, 4. That's a little bit risky. But let me try that. I would at least get 1. Because even if the drone put a 3 there, I would at least get 1. That's better than nothing. And then I have these 2 here. I would like to win this expedition. I don't care about minerals because I have 3. I only need 2 to get this building. So I think I would actually add 2 dice here in order to like have the expedition for sure. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I will leave it like this. All right. And then the second drone goes. Let's see. So starting at 1, which is over here, we will go in counterclockwise order. So we have a 3 here. Then we have a 5 here. A 5 there. Always the building to the very left. That is still empty. And then the 6 over here. Okay, very cool. And now we just resolve everything again. We start here with the 1. I am in the top 2, so I can get an expedition badge. And also I can choose any reward. Usually I would choose the resources, but getting 2 toolkits and also 1 pioneer is pretty nice. So I'm definitely going to get that one. Then we take our dice back, also for the drones. Then we continue here. I will get 4 energy and the drone will get nothing. That's cool. That's actually pretty good. Then we go over here. Now we look at C, and C said the player who collects the most resources here, the most minerals from the quarry, would gain the alien relic die. But the of course the drones don't get that die, right? But I would have gotten it then, and that's like 1 die I can use next round, like 1 extra die I have. And if I pay resource, I can keep it from round to round. That's actually a pretty cool die, but like the other things were more important at the moment. And then we go up here. This building has been gotten by the AI, so we will just discard that. This one will stay there, and I will take this one here for 2 minerals. Very cool. So let me put those. Yeah, I need to find a room for these. You know what? Let me put my buildings over here for now. I think that is not perfect, but it's okay. You can see them here. I will just keep the dice off screen. That's fine. Okay, so I get that back. This one stays there, and here. This drone will remove 1 steward here. Right? Yeah, 1 steward will be removed by that drone, and I will be able to get up to 2. And I will actually do that. That would cost me 4 energy. And I will take the steward that I wanted, and then also just a regular. Yeah, I think I'll just take a regular pioneer. That's fine. And I can put them in here immediately. And I also could have put that one in here immediately after I got the building. Like this, you see? Fully staffed building. Very, very cool. And then I get my die back, and this drone would remove these 2 here. Alright, and here the academy also will remove that 1 die. And that was that round almost. Now we do like the entire upkeep phase. I could move swap here, but I don't want to do any of that. And then I can activate these 2. So first of all, I will get 2 minerals again. That is really good. And here, the sensor station, I can now spend 2 of these crystals here, which I will do to gain 1 victory point. It's not a lot, but it's a start, right? And nobody knows shelters that we need to keep warm. And now we just refresh everything for the next round. Yeah, and we already done 1/3 of the game. So you can like set up, play, and tear down this game within like an hour maximum. If you're playing by yourself, if you're playing solo, maybe even 45 minutes. It's a pretty quick game once you know how everything works, right? So then let's put the resources here for next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, as indicated on the card, +2. You may be wondering now, yeah, but how do you do that with more players? That's not a lot of energy. With more players, you would have more expeditions and also more of these counts up there, right? That's like how that would work. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 more. So 6, 6, that's fine. Then here we get 2 more buildings. We have round 3. So the last round where we get the underwater buildings, like this. And then we get 4 new people here. 4 new colonists at the doorstep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. 3 stewards. That is pretty crazy. I would actually need another engineer here, but it's not that important, to be honest. And then a new event card. Let's see what we have this time. Despair sets in. Alright, so at A, let me put it like this. At A, we will resolve that one here. And that one says... I know that one, yeah. A successful expedition does not award expedition badges, unless the total dice value there matches its difficulty exactly. So here's a 10. If there's exactly 10 pips, then I would get an expedition badge, otherwise not. This is a really nice one here. Like 4 of these toolkits, that's nice. Alright, that's the setup of the round. So we can continue. Let's start with the first drone. Small disclaimer, in the middle of the game here, I love the game, but I'm not very good at it, right? So I usually try to aim for at least 20 points, because that's like the very lowest you need to have to not be in the loser category. So a 1 there, and then we go clockwise. 4, 5. Of course, the academy is blocked again. The academy is always blocked. Alright, so it's our turn now. So, Ryan Hall has been saying quite a while ago, I want to try Apiary but have not found a copy yet. Can't you just order it from Stonemaier Games itself? Because I usually order everything right from their site. So, have you tried that? I don't know, maybe they don't have Apiary in stock at the moment, I don't know. And Diddy's saying, well, in Apiary it feels a little inverted, placing your B onto taken place actually boosts the B that was already there. Oh, that is interesting. That's like the other way around, and also very interesting mechanism. Oh, I think I could like Apiary a lot, because this is like a great player interaction here. Alright, 1, 3, 5, 5, 6. That's nice. I usually like to have some low and some high numbers. Are there any buildings we need? Like this building would be amazing, actually, right? Because I get 2 minerals, 3 minerals each, 2 minerals for each round, and I could immediately convert them into victory points. That would probably be pretty crazy. That's a nice combination, actually. So I might want this building here. And I can get that with just a 1. That's enough. Because... yeah, it's just enough. So let me see. I will put a 1 here, because the other drone will take the the only empty card, right? It will only outbid me when there are no empty cards left. So that is pretty good, actually. So that is fine. I do need some energy for my victory point, right? And I also need some minerals, but I can also get some there. I definitely need some people here. I need a red one for sure, and then whatever. So let me put a 3 here, because that means I can go first, at least at the moment. And then we need like resources here. I don't necessarily need minerals. And I don't necessarily need... yeah, I do need energy. I do need that. If I put a 5 here, the minimum I would get is 2. And that would be enough to get 2 people. So that's fine. Let me put the 5 here. And then let me try something. I will actually spend 1 toolkit now to change the 5 into a 4. And then go here. I just need to be in the top 2. And now it's 10 exactly. So as long as the other drone doesn't put anything there, I should be okay with getting an expedition patch. Let's just hope. And the 6 here, with the 6 I can't really do a whole lot, to be honest, because I don't need anything else. This could be interesting, but I rather want to save that. So either I put that here and just hope I get something, or I put it here to get 2 toolkits. But I could get quite a few toolkits there. Oh, what do I do? You know what? I will go over here, I think. Because I do have 2 toolkits at the moment. I don't need them too often. I think that's fine. I think I'm happy. with what I have done here. So, let me just, oops. Was that a 4? No. That was a 6, I think. Was it a 6? Maybe you can let me know what I had there before I just messed that up. Alright, 3. So we will start with a 3 right here. And then we go now counterclockwise. So put a 3 right there. We put a 3 here. Thank you very much for messing up my expedition badge. And a 6 over there. Okay, well. Ryan Hall is saying APR is out of stock in Stormare games. I see. But the site says more stock will be in for July. Guess I will sign up for availability updates. Yeah, well, that's good to know, because I wanted to order APR soonish as well. So good to know that they will have some restock in July. Mo was saying, if you are happy, we are too. Very nice. That's very, very kind. And I still hope that is a 6. I'm not quite sure what I had there, but I think it was a 6. Okay, so it was a 5 or 6. Okay, so we can now start doing everything again. So right here, I am in the top 2, so I can choose a reward. So now it's kind of tough. 4 toolkits is amazing, but I think these 4, I think I'd rather should take 4 of these. 4 minerals, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now usually I would also get an expedition badge, but this stupid event is not letting us have one. That's pretty bad. We need at least 4 expedition badges. And I only have 2, so that's pretty bad. I need 4 at least, right? Is that right? I need 5 at least, not 4 even. Yeah, and that's it. So we can remove these 2 for the drones, and this one here. Ryan Hall is saying, I guess this gives you time to order Artemis Project. Yeah, I hope. I mean, if you like the game enough, what you see here, yeah, that's a good idea. I think Grand Gamers Guild would love it if you did that, and I can just vouch for this game. I just love this. Alright, 3 will be removed by the drone, and I will still get the remaining 3 that are here. And you see me only playing this solo now, right? But this also works brilliantly with other players, even better, right? This game is made for as many players as possible. I think this supports up to 5 players. I have played it with a 3 and a 4 player count, not with a 5 player count yet. I've played in all player counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, except 5. I haven't played that yet, but I think that also works quite well. The more players, the more chaos, right? And it's really funny, because in a multiplayer game, I need to say this because it's just such a great mechanism. In a multiplayer game, you determine a starting player, and the next round, the starting player tokens goes to the next player. And the next player, and the player can then say, I don't want to be start player, and pay a resource back to the supply. And then hands that first player token over to the next player. And if that player doesn't want to be starting player either, they can also pay a resource. Because in this game, you don't want to be starting player. Because if you're the last one who can place a die, then you can't exactly determine where you place it and what you get. Because if you're the first one to place, everybody can bump you off, right? So that is a brilliant mechanism as well. I love that. And you don't have that in a solo game, of course, right? So yeah. Oh man, look at all of the minerals I have. You know why I'm collecting these? Because starting next round, you will get the victory point buildings, and these will be important. Okay. Then here, this one will be removed by the AI, by the bot, by the drone. I will pay 1 to get this one here. Very nice. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough room for all of that. That's one thing I didn't really think about. So this one will stay there for next round. And here I am first, so I can actually take 2 of those. I will spend... but I need 2. Oh, I don't have enough energy crystals. But I need these people here. But I can only... Well, I can't fill this round anyway. I can't really do that anyway. So I think instead I will just get 1. Oh no, I want a red one. And so I can keep these for another victory point. I think I will do that for now. And then, yeah, these drones just remove everything else. Okay, and this one just goes here. And I think we have thought of everything. Wonderful. Okay, so I don't want to move anything around. I don't need to heat anyone up. And now I can activate my buildings here, so I get another 2 of these. I have way too many crystals here. Yeah, and I can pay 2 of these to get another victory point. That's important, because I haven't amassed any victory points yet, apart from that. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now we can refresh everything. Okay, there we go. We get 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get 6 of these. Well, I don't need any minerals anymore. I have so many. Well, but depends on what buildings come out. So let's see. We now have these surface buildings, and these grant victory points. You see here, we need 1 of each in here, and get 4 victory points for that. And here we need, oh, interesting. Here we need 3, get 1 victory point only, but we can get up to 3 victory points, 1 victory point per 5 of these heating crystals. Interesting. These aren't the best buildings, to be honest. But here we could work toward the biodrome, maybe. Because I could move these 2 over there. That might actually be quite a good idea. Let's see. Okay, and then what else is missing? Here. 4 new colonists. Ryan Hall is saying, I do love science fiction themes. I like science fiction also more than other themes, such as fantasy. But I gotta say, the science fiction in this game is quite light, right? And I like that. It's like this low science fiction kind of vibe, and that's pretty cool, actually. Okay. Oh, no, low science fiction. Soft science fiction, it's called. And the next event here. So you see, we've been playing 45 minutes, and I've been like talking and explaining a lot, and we're already halfway through the game, right? So if you talk less and you just play the game, you could be almost done by now. All right, let me get a bit more tea here. YouTube is really weird, because YouTube is saying 1 concurrent viewer, and that's not possible, because, I mean, you're talking in chat. All of you, right? Now it says 3 again. I don't know. Like, YouTube doesn't seem to be able to count how many people are in chat. Or maybe it's just disconnecting. I have no idea, but that's kind of weird. Okay, so that was already it. Oh, by the way, there's one mechanism I forgot to tell you, but that one hasn't come into play yet, actually. But we also have this relief track here. Like whenever I'm trying to get something and I miss out because somebody pushes me off or whatever, right? Then I can, instead of getting the reward because I'm not getting it, I can advance once in the relief track and get what's here at the top. First 2 toolkits, then 2 energy, 2 minerals, then a random pioneer from the back. Not pioneer, I mean a random settler from the back here. And then 1 victory point, right? It just hasn't come into play yet because so far I've been placing my dice quite well, although I don't get any points. But we will work on that. Okay. Then it's the first drone's turn. By the way, you can also add this drone in for a 2-player game, for example. It's not in the official rules, but you could do that. I think you would have to set up the game for a 3-player game then, right? But that would work well, because in a 2-player game you don't block each other too much, right? So I think adding 1 or 2 drones in would be good, but you would have then up the player count, like the setup, at least. All right, 1, 1, 2, 4. So 1 here, 1 there. Of course, I can't train again. 2 here and 5 here. All right, that's interesting. Let me roll my dice. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 4. Everybody's saying that you're still there. Yeah, I know. I mean, you're writing in chat all the time. It's just kind of weird that YouTube is like, you can't see it, but I can see it right here on screen. It says like concurrent viewers, and then it says like 1 and then 3 and then 6, and sometimes it's like above 10. Not today. Today it's a little bit less viewers than usual. Usually I have like 10 to 15 viewers at the same time, and like different ones coming in and dropping out. Today it's a little bit less, but 1 would be a little bit too low. So, but I think that's a YouTube problem, I think. So we actually have a nice range here of values. I like that. So what do? I need buildings, and I can't afford all the buildings in the world. I have so many minerals. What I need 2 people here. That's very important. And I need to fill up one of these. This one here, this is kind of hard to get. But I think we could try to do that. I just need 2 settlers here. 2 of these. I could put them here, and I can move these over here. That means next round I would need like a red and a purple one. I think that could work. So let me put a 2 right here and a 3 right here. I think that is an idea. Here we can get 2 victory points. That's important as well. But we need like 10. Right? So now I could gamble and put like just a 4 here and just hope the other drone will at least put a 4 there as well. But I can also like put maybe 2 4s here, right? Just to make sure it's now 10. And now we definitely can make this expedition, because if we can't reach the 10, then we don't get anything, right? Oh, by the way, I didn't look at the event. That's at G, that's up here. In turn order, each player may pay 2 minerals to gain 1 VP. Oh, up to 3 times per player. I have so many minerals. That is amazing. Yeah, for sure. I will definitely do that. So, with these 6, what will I do? What do I need? I need these. Oh, I really need these. Okay, then let me put the 4 here instead. And put another 6 here. Like this. It's kind of a waste, but I think that's the best I can do this round. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's put that here. Marv is saying we can see it is below the title. It says, oh, I can't see it. There's something in the way. It's 3 right now. Okay, yeah, that's the same it says over here. Yeah, I don't know if it's true. I don't know. Maybe. But I didn't know. Ah, right. You're right. When I watch live streams by other people, I can see that as well down there. Yeah, you're right. So we start at the 4 right here. And then we go counterclockwise like that. So you put a 5 here, a 5 there. So if you put the same number that's already there, you put it to the right of the same number. And 6 over here. All right. So I didn't need to actually put another die there. Well, that's the way it is, but that's fine. All right, and then we can resolve everything. So we resolve right here. I am one of the top 2, so I can get an expedition badge. Very good. We need 2 more, and also I can get either toolkits or victory points. I will take the victory points because I'm doing really bad on those. Take these back, take these back, and discard that one. Then we go over here. I get 4 of these. That is very good because I will spend those immediately again. And, well, this one would get 1, and this one would get nothing. Then here, 2, 4, 5 are removed. And over here, this one is removed, and I get this building here for 2 minerals. That is nice. Let me just put that over here. Well, actually, that would now be a surface building, right? We would like build that above, but I will just put it here for now. Okay. This one will stay there for next round. Here, this one would remove that 1 here, and I can take up to 2, and I will take these 2 here for sure, which costs me 4 of these. For these energy things here, and I will put them immediately in here. And now I am short 1 energy again. I can't believe it, man. But still. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, okay. I do have enough. That's fine. Alright. I am always like short 1. I need to get some next round. And this one will be removed as well. Alright. So, I will start moving around people now. I can move 1 per turn. I will move this one over here. Actually, let me think. When I get a new building, I might be able to move like as many, like when I get the building, move as many as I want to. Anyway, I will have to check that out. I'm not 100% sure yet. Give me a moment. When you claim a building, land it up. No, only from the shelters to the building. Right. So I need to like, next round I also need to move this one over there. Because I don't need this here anymore, really. I don't really need that one anymore, I think. It's more important to get the points here. Okay, and then I can like activate everything here. So I will remove 2 of these in order to get 1 victory point. And this one I can't activate, and this one I don't have enough energy. Need to work on that next time. All right, that was it. So let's prepare round 5. We're almost through the game. You see, it's not that long actually. So not such a long game. So we will get these here, and then we put some resources here again. We put 4 plus 2 here, like this. And also here, you remove everything, and then you put everything there that it says there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like resources don't carry over. Everything else somehow carries over, or most of it, but not resources. These are very limited. And then we get 2 more buildings here. Ooh, that's a much better one. 2 purple ones. Okay, let's also try to get that one, maybe. Let's just go hard into these buildings now. Let's just try that. Oh, by the way, we forgot to resolve the number 6 here. I can return 2 minerals to the supply for 1 victory point. I can do that up to 3 times, and I will do so. All of these here for 3 victory points. Alright, so I almost have half of what I need for at least to have 20 points, so not to be a total loser. Because let me just show you. It says here in the rules, like here in the rules, it says rank. And then if you have 20 or less, I need 21. If you have 20 or less, you're just the tentacle cleanup crew. It's like the total loser, right? So at least want to have 21 to 24, because then I'm a mediocronaut. Mediocronaut. Here would be a macro manager, colonial commandant, and here Artemis Prime. Okay, yeah. Nice wordplay. But at least 21. I want to get 21 at least. So let's try if I can get that. That's not good, right? It's not a high aim to shoot for, but that's all I can do. I can't do a whole lot more than that, to be honest. Alright. Because I'm not really good at the game. Although I love it. Oh, I forgot to put new colonists here. So, 1, 2. An engineer. I haven't seen that one in a while. And, oh yeah, that military dude I would like to have. I need that one, right? I need that one, yes. And I also need to train someone. Well, let's see what we can get this round. Didi is saying, looks like switching windows can cause issues because I was listening to you while checking quickly something different. Now it says welcome to live chat again. Yeah, I've experienced that as well, as a viewer at least. Marv, what's wrong with tentacles? Yeah, I know. Maybe I should need to play Cosmoctopus at some point on the channel. I might do a live stream of that as well. Alright. Didi saying Artemis Prime. I have no idea what they could be talking about. I bet you do. So 1 over here. So put a 3 here, and then clockwise is like that. So 3, 5, 5. Always the one to the very left, like close to the stack, it said. And then it's our turn. So let's see what we can do. Now I need to be a little bit tactical or strategic and kind of think about what I actually need. So I need people. I definitely need people. I want to move this one here later on. I need a purple and a red one. I can get a red one here. Oh, the economy is free this time. Oh, that is great. So I need these. I need 2 people at least here. And I need to train someone here. That would be a start. Yeah, and maybe that building here. Right, so I can do a few things here. Okay, so I want to have 2 people here at least. So let me put a 4 here. I might change it to a 3 in a moment. Because 3 and 4, that's the same thing pretty much. I need these here. 2 are not enough. I need 3 at least. Right? So it would probably make sense. Oh, I can't get 3. I can get 3 if nobody else gets there before me. Ooh, that is like... You know what I will do? I think I will put 2 dice here. 1 and 2. And this way I will get 3 for sure. But I need 5 actually, right? Oh man, what am I going to do? I need like pretty much all of those. But I can't get them. I can't have everything. I can't have everything this round. Let me do this here and get 3 at least. And then see what I will do with those. Here 4 is fine. I might change it to a 3 later on. Here I can... Oh, here I can... either we can get... Okay. Oh, that might also be an idea. We can get one of those guys. And also we can get a building. Let's see what kind of building we can get. We can get an Explorers League. Is that one interesting? Not too much, actually. Yeah, it could get a lot of points, right? 1 point, and then 1 point per pair of regular pioneers. So yeah, okay. That would be 3 victory points at the moment. I don't know. Let me put that up here. Alright, we need an 8 there. I will need 2 people. I can now train someone. No, I will leave it like this. I will spend 1 toolkit to turn that into a 3. Then I need to put a 2 or a 5. No, I need a purple. 1 or 6. You see, like with 3 or 4, you can turn the person into an engineer. 2 and 5 to marine, and 1 to 6 to the purple one. So I will put a 6 here. And also put the guy I want to convert there. Like this. This is a really messy turn. I hope I can get this done. And here, I can't really get anything done here this round, I think. So instead, I also can't get a building. What I can do is go over here to at least get these 2 that I can exchange for 2 victory points later on. So that's not a good turn, but I think with this I can kind of like puzzle together a few things. So let's hope that that works. Okay, let's do the second drone and see how they will mess everything up. So they will put a 4 here. That is fine. And then we go now counterclockwise like this. Put a 4 there. That is fine. Put a 5 there. That doesn't matter. Put a 6 there. Okay, I'm fine. They haven't bumped me off anywhere. That is good. All right. So let's start here. Well, this one will get discarded. I didn't get anything here, so everything will just get discarded. That is fine, I suppose. Then over here, the 2, I will get 3 of this. That is great. This is just what I need. Well, I need more than that, but I couldn't have gotten more. So you see, you can put like more dice there as well, right? More lower dice, that is possible. Here I will get 2. That's also good. And these will just remove everything else, but I will just leave them there for the next round. And then this one will also get removed. These stay here. You always see like a maximum here. So 8 maximum, right? So if there's 8, no more will be added. And here it's like 12. Here I can get now 2 people. That costs me 4. But I can also just get 1. Let's see, because I can now move around a few things. This energy with 1 victory point. Well, I still have a round, right? I still have a round to do things. So it might be enough to just get 1 and trade in for 1 victory point now. I think that's what I will do for this round. So let me just get 1 of those, and I will get a red one. That's the most difficult one to get. Like one of the more difficult ones to get. Yeah, let me get a red one. Put it there immediately. Wonderful. And this drone here would also get rid of 3 of those right here. Okay, and here I can now train my guy to be a purple one and put that one right here. So almost have that building filled here. Not quite, but almost. All right. Oh, and I forgot to do that event card before. Oh no, that is bad. I would have had to draw 2 extra random colonists and add them to the doorstep. Let's see. That means... Yeah, that means the gray ones here wouldn't have been removed. Instead, the blue ones would have been removed. And we have more people here. So I completely forgot about that. Sorry about that small mishap. All right, cool. Well, we are almost done with the game. I will keep these because I might get some quick victory points later on. Let's see. So I will not move anything around. I will just leave it the way it is. And I don't need to heat anyone up. And now I can activate the underwater buildings again. So here I remove 2 for a victory point. And these 2 for a victory point like this. Now I just need one of these settlers here and then I should be okay. Yeah, then I should be okay. All right. Last round, actually. That is going to be quite a short live stream. Oh, by the way, the alien relic. We can get it here again. We can get the die here again, if we wanted to. And also we can get 2 colonists. Oh man, it's just way too hot. It's horrible. So let me put that one here and oops. And that one here. All right. I could also shoot for that. In case I don't want to go there. But I just need to put a 1 here and then I'm golden, so that would be fine. Then here we need 4 plus 2, that's 6, so let's add 3 more, so we have 6. And here we need 5 plus 2, that's 7, so 2 more. Then 2 more buildings. Okay, the snowcat garage has like an immediate effect, and that means you can just get rid of one toolbox in order to like exchange colonists. Okay, nothing that I'm really interested in. This one could be I don't know. I'm not really into these buildings anymore. Maybe this one here, right? Maybe the colonial embassy. And then here we need to draw 4 new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, we have a lot of pioneers here. Okay, let me just put them here kind of orderly. Please, everybody stand in line. Thank you for your cooperation. All right, there we go. And last event, last round, last event. Volcanic seaquake. That sounds pretty bad. Each player must lose, like when we resolve it at the end of the round here, each player must lose 2 minerals for every building they own which is not fully staffed. That... I would lose 2 here because that one is not staffed. That will be staffed. Well, let's see about that. Let's just see how that works. Okay. But that wouldn't be too bad to lose 2 minerals, right? Either I have them or I haven't. I don't have them. Yeah, well, let's see. So we start at 6 here. So 1, of course, the academy is blocked again. But at least once it wasn't blocked. 1, 3, 4. So, my turn. Let's see. Did he say fingers crossed? Yeah, let's see. I don't have a whole lot of points, as you can see. Only 10, right? I will get 4 here. That's 14. And that's almost it. So that is actually a pretty bad game. But I told you, I'm not good at the game. I really am not. And that speaks a lot. That's like very positive for the game, that I'm not good at it and I still love playing it, right? I think it's just a great puzzle. Okay, so I need 1 here. So I'll just put a 2 here. That's fine. I just need 1 of those. Put it in there. That's how I will get points. I can get points here by just getting resources. That's good. I need 2 minerals that I will lose later on. Another 2 minerals here for that 1 victory point, right? So I need 4 minerals. Which I would get by putting 2 3s here. I could do that. And I need, how many of those I need? I need 2 here and 2 there. That's 4. Oh man, that is all not really working the way I would like to. What did I say? I need 4. Oh no, but I have 1. No, 3 is enough. Because I actually have 1. Okay. That 2 doesn't make sense there. That 2 I need to put here. I need to put that one here. Yeah, I need to put that here like this. And in a multiplayer game, here it is like this. I have this one drone, putting the dice, then I put my dice, and then the last drone. In a multiplayer game, like it's like each player's turn, like one after another, and everybody's like placing one die, right? It's not like I'm doing it right here. Here it's more like of a puzzle. In a multiplayer game, it is much more chaotic, which is good. 2, but I need 2 more. So I could change that into a 2, right? And then I would have the 4 that I need. That I could do. Let me do that. I might have to reverse it in case the idea is stupid. Then I put 4 here. Like this. Because it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. 2, 4, 6. I will get 1. Doesn't matter. No, I will get enough. I will get enough. That's fine. And the 6. What will I do with that one? That one doesn't really do anything. Here, I cannot win this one. I could put the 6 there, just hope the other drone will put a 5 there at least, but that would be kind of stupid. So what will I do with my last 6? I don't know. I could put it here to get 2 of these toolboxes, but 2 don't give me points. 3 give me points. What else can I do? If I put a 6 here and the expedition is a failure, I might actually get something on the relief track, but that doesn't help me either. I don't know what to do with my 6. Actually, I have no idea. No idea what to do. That is rough, man. Well, I guess... Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just... Could I get anything here? 2, 4, 6, 7? No. 2, 4, 7? No. I guess I'll just have to put it here, right? Yeah, I guess I should put it here. Because 3 expedition badges don't really matter too much. I need like 5. I can't get those anyway. Yeah, you know, I will just put this here. And these actually I get immediately, right? So I'll just do that. I don't know. That's the way it is, I suppose. Alright, let's do the last drone. And see what they do. Oh, a lot of low numbers. That is pretty bad. Starts as 1 over here. We'll put a 1 over there. Yeah, that wouldn't have been enough anyway. And then we go counterclockwise. So we put a 2 here. We put a 2 here. And we put a 5 here. That's fine. Everything's good. Mob was saying get more minerals to convert them to victory points with your buildings. Yeah, but I couldn't have gotten more minerals anyways because we are 7 here, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. I would have needed like a 2 or 3, right? So that wouldn't have worked. So yeah, it's a good idea, but unfortunately that die didn't really work here for that. Okay, let's resolve everything. So here, these just, yeah, everything just gets removed. Doesn't really matter. Nobody gets anything because I haven't partaken in it. Alright, here I get 4 of these and the drone will remove the other 2. Okay, that's good. These go here back here. Here I get 3 minerals and these 2 drones will remove everything else. Here this building will just be removed. This guy will remove here this one at the top, and I can take up to 2, but I only want 1. And I want this guy right there. Nice. Very, very good. And then over here the academy doesn't matter. And now each player must lose 2 minerals for every building they own which is not fully staffed, which is only the crystal foundry here. Let me now put the buildings like they belong. So I will lose 2 minerals, but that should be okay. So now we still do the cleanup phase, the upkeep phase, except for preparing the next turn, right? So I could move people around, like 1 person around. I don't want to do that. And then I can activate all my stuff here. So I will remove these 2 for a victory point. I will remove these 2. Like, it exactly works, right? That's not too bad. And that is already it. You only activate underwater buildings because the ones at the top just give victory points at the end of the game. And that is pretty much it. So now, one thing that's very cool, you have this player aid here, right? And this player aid like shows you like everything, that the placement phase, the resolution phase, and the upkeep phase, everything you need to know. As long as you know how to play the game, this one is really well done. This was only included in the 2nd edition, the new one. And if you turn it over, you have the final scoring, right? I always put that here just to see how much I score, but it's not a whole lot today, right? This could actually be the worst game I've ever had. So I'm sorry that you had to witness that. So I get 1 victory point for 5 of these energy tokens here, and 5 for each mineral, but for 1 for 5 minerals, but I don't have anything, so I don't get anything. Then we get victory points for the fully staffed buildings. I have this one here that is 4, so 2, 4. Then we look at the number of buildings. I have 4 buildings, and 4 buildings say 2 victory points here. That's good. It doesn't matter if they're staffed or not. Then for 1, I forgot about that. Oh, I actually might reach the point that I wanted to reach, because for each set of colonists, like from each color, I then get 3 points. And I have 1 complete set, so I can actually take them down to C, right? This one, here. This is 1 set. And that grants me another 3 victory points. I have the 21. I'm not the total loser. That is good. And then we have no more sets, but then leftover colonists. Like for each set of 3, I will get another victory point. So 1 and 2. There's another 2 points. Okay, actually, this could have gone worse. Expedition badges, I have 3 only, and 3 give me 0 points. And then for each set of 3 toolboxes, I would get 1 point, but I only have 2. So we have reached 23 points. You see, actually it was better. It sounds kind of bad, but it was better than most games because I'm really bad at this game. Have I reached the next level? No, I have. Yeah, I have. Oh no, actually still mediocre now. So I'm not tentacle cleanup crew. That's good. But I'm with 23 points. I'm just 2 points short of rank 3 of 5. But at least I'm not the total loser. Loser rank here. So yeah, I'm not a mediocre not. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of mediocre, right? But it worked quite well actually. The solo game works very well in this game. So, first of all, let's start differently. This game is amazing. I just absolutely love this. And believe me, if you just kind of liked the solo game, the multiplayer game is much better even, right? The solo game works well, but the multiplayer game is just brilliant because there's so much tension around the table, like where people place their dice. Because you see their dice, right? You know what they have rolled. And that is like really, really, really interesting. But the solo game also works very well. These drones work very well. They kind of simulate these players well. And I like it that you don't just roll one die and put it, and then you put one of your dice. That simulates the multiplayer game. I like actually that 4 dice are placed, then you place all of yours, and then the 4 others from the other drone. I think that works really well because it makes this into some kind of puzzle, and that works really well. You still get the tension, like approximately the tension you get from a multiplayer game. So the solo game works really well here as well. And yeah, it's just a good game. I just love this. Have any of you played it? I'm not quite sure, but it's a really, really good one. So Didi is saying, come on, it was still a good game. Yeah, it was decent. And Marv is saying it was called Live on Camera. Yeah, you're right. I was distracted by your comments. I sometimes am distracted by comments and by, like, that also happens, like in live streams even more, but in regular videos as well, right? Because I always have to like look at the images, everything fine, is the sound okay? Do I explain things like well enough? Do I need to maybe like edit something out? And then sometimes I forget like rules or miss specific things, right? And a live stream is even worse. But I'm pretty sure that all the rules are fine today. I think I haven't made any mishaps, but I mean, I've played the game quite often already. So Ryan Hall just said that he ordered a copy. That is great. Well, that is really great to hear. It's a good game. It's a really good game. There are different versions of this. There's like a retail version, and then there is like the Kickstarter version, but the versions are not a whole lot different. I think like the only things that are different are these miniatures, right? In the retail version, you have like a little pink token, exactly this size and this shape that you put on there instead, and that's fine. You don't need this, right? And for the rover, I haven't shown that to you yet, but the first player marker is also like a smaller wooden one, and these here are not made from metal in the retail version, but actually like wood or cardboard. I'm not quite sure. And I think that's almost it. I think everything else is pretty much just like, I think the rest is just the same. So there aren't that many differences, right? I do have a few like mini expansions, like the alien relic thing here. And there's another one I have, Directors, I think it's called. And then, of course, there is the Satellites Commanders expansion. I might show that to you on the channel at some point, because that one is very good as well. Marv is saying no was the answer to have you played this yet? Not to Ryan, just ordered a copy. Yeah, it kind of sounded like that. That you were just saying, oh no, why did you order a copy? I think a lot of people haven't played this game yet. I don't know, it seems like a lot of people know it, but at the same time, a lot of people haven't played it. That's like kind of the feeling I get. And it's just amazing. Like, this game had been on my list quite a few years ago, but I always thought, like, I don't know if I would like this. This might be a little bit too mean player interaction, I'm not sure. And then I got this, like, a few years ago in German. The German version, I got this for, like, a really cheap price. And I played it just once and totally fell in love with it. And then I got the English version just a little while ago when I backed the Satellites and Commanders expansion. I also said like, okay, and then I of course also want the game in English. I'm actually selling off the German version at the moment. It's currently online. Just in case any of you are in Germany or close by, let me know. I'm currently selling off the German version just because I have the English one, and that one is enough for me. So yeah, really good game. Highly suggest that one. And if you like this playthrough, let me know. I might show it to you again with the Satellites and Commanders expansion. Yeah, well, that is pretty much it. Let me have just another bit of tea. Oh no, it's empty. Well, I will have to refill that. So no tea for me at the moment. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game and this live stream. Thank you all for like partaking in the chat as usual. Like, I always love it when you're that active. It's really cool to have like this kind of interaction with you. I really enjoy that. So yeah. Ryan Hall is saying, good, I don't think Amazon cancels orders. Yeah. And he's saying thanks again. Yeah, thanks to you as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. And for everybody having watched the video after the live stream. Also, thank you for watching to the very end. And as usual, like big shout out to my patrons, of course, and especially to Ryan Hall, who's in chat right now, and to Thecos, who is supporting me at the highest tier on Patreon. And you can support me just by watching, liking, commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel. You can support me on Patreon if you want to. That always helps me like get new stuff, better equipment, and new games for the channel that I can show off. And of course, join my Discord server. We're having a lot of fun on the Discord server. It's always really, really cool over there. So yeah, just come by if you haven't checked it out yet. Alright, and thank you all for watching. I will now have to definitely get changed because it's just way too hot here. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video or my Discord server. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers!